In order to get more exposure for your products and services on Facebook, the first asset that you need is a Facebook business or fan page. And right now, I'm gonna walk you through step by step exactly how to do just that. All right, so first things first, you need to have a personal Facebook profile, right? So there are two different things. Your Facebook profile will basically be the hub. Like, it'll hold everything from your Facebook page to your Facebook group to your Facebook ads. Everything will be tied up to your Facebook profile. So you wouldn't be able to create a Facebook page without having a Facebook profile. So I'm not going to walk you through how to do a Facebook profile, but obviously, right, like at this point in time, I don't know anybody in my life that doesn't have a Facebook profile. So once you do have the Facebook profile, you come right here, you log in, you have to be on a desktop or laptop, and you come here to this tab where it says create. So you hit this button, and then you have a couple different options to create, right? Like, you got the Facebook page, ad, group, event, marketplace, fundraiser, all that stuff. So we'll focus on creating the page. So we hit create page. And then you have two different options, right? And sometimes this may seem confusing, but I'll try to put some clarity in this process. So you see in here that Facebook asks you, do you have a business or brand, or you have a community or public figure? And then if you're wondering, well, what if I have a personal brand? Where does that fit, right? And as you can see here on the screen, I'll walk you through, let me go to my Facebook personal brand page. So as you can see in here, I got this personal brand page. It's under my name. It's still me, but I'm running all my ads from this page. The reason for that is having a personal brand page, it's so much more powerful because people connect with other people. They don't connect with just businesses, right? If you're just creating a business page, and you want to put a logo instead of a profile photo, I would advise you against that, because people usually connect with other people that they know, like, and trust. So yeah, I mean, with paying for ads, more people will find out about you, but nobody would actually like just a logo, right? Like, it takes a while to build a personal brand, and then you can sell whatever you want. But for the sake of this video, I'll walk you through what's that process. So essentially, a personal brand page will fall under a public figure, right? If you want to just put as a setting, you want to be an entrepreneur, public figure, blogger, influencer, things like that, that will fall under community and public figure. If you have a local business, like for example, if it's a brick and mortar, let's assume it's a restaurant, cleaning company, you are an electrician, a plumber, things of that nature. And this, regardless of the country, like, you can be anywhere in the world and still be able to do this. So for the sake of this video, I'll walk you through how to create the Facebook fan page or business page as a public figure. It's the same exact process, to be honest, if you create it for local business, but we'll click this button that says get started. And now we'll have this option that asks us, what's the name, right? So then we'll say marketing consultant. I'll just do this as a test. Obviously, this wouldn't be necessarily my name. However, you can name the page just a regular name that it's searchable, right? So marketing consultant, it's a phrase that it's searchable, right? Nobody will search for my name until my brand it's really big. So I'm pretty sure you get the point. Category, in here you would put public figure. If it opens up, let's say public, it doesn't. So for now we'll just say blogger. For now we'll just say blogger, right? Everybody, essentially, if you post on Facebook, you're a blogger, right? So we'll hit continue. And once this process is finished, now Facebook is going to ask us if we want to add a profile picture. We'll skip this process for now, because later in this video, I'll show you how to create an awesome profile photo and also the banner. So we'll click skip. We'll also skip the actual cover photo. I'll show you in a second why. So as you can see, we got both, the profile picture and the cover blank. because I want to make sure I focus on a couple different things. So number one, we have to go into the About section. This is crucial. If you're not adding this properly, your page will not really show up when it has to show up in the Facebook search feature right here, right? So we got the name. As you can see, this is the name of the page. However, username, it's different. So let's say Facebook probably won't even allow us to create the username right now, but let's give it a try. So because I know usually you need at least 10 likes from 10 different people to be able to get a username, but let's try it out. So let's say digital marketing consultant as a username. So this is already taken. Let's put one. Oh, this one, it says that it's available, but I don't think, let's see, maybe it does. Has been created. Okay, so it does allow us to create the actual username. So let's hit refresh real quick, and we should see the username as being Digital Marketing Consultant 1, right? Now, of course, I wouldn't advise you to put numbers under after the name of the page, after the username, but you get the point in here. Now, category, you would click edit, and then here's where you can add. For a while, Facebook was allowing 5. I think they only allow 3 now. So let's give it a try. If we create public figure, right? See? So at the beginning, they didn't allow us to put public figure, but now it does, right? Like now they allow us to do this. Let's say if they allow us to put influencer, that's not in there. We got entrepreneur. So blogger, we can start with public figure, entrepreneur, and then blogger. So we'll hit save, right? Not now. And then we got into a couple other details in here. So edit the start date. This is essentially the date that you founded or started this business, right? I would say I always like to put founder instead of just start because it just sounds better. So usually I'll put a couple months before the actual start date. And then as time goes by, you can then backtrack it and then actually put the official. But if you're just starting the page like right today, and if you're putting the date of today, when you invite people to like your page, it doesn't make any common sense for them to actually like it because it's like brand new and they'll think that it's just a test or something like that. So we'll just backtrack it to, let's say, January 2020. We'll hit save. And then we got a couple different options here. So phone number, I would only advise you to put a phone number in here in 2 situations. Number one, if you're a local business, you want more phone calls, so put your phone number in here. The office phone number, right? Like not, if you're, let's say, a plumber or an electrician, I'll suggest you buy another number and then you put that one in here because you don't want random people to just text you at night, right? Email, it's your actual email. So I'll put my team's email in here. I wouldn't put necessarily my direct email in here. Website, I'll just put, so a couple different things that you put in the website tab. You can put a lead magnet. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting a training. So it's my website. So it's my name, marianviasano.com/training. This is essentially my webinar training that everybody can sign up for. It's completely for free. So the website, I would suggest actually to put, instead of just the homepage, put a lead magnet. This can be any place where you ask for name, email, and phone number, or just name and email, or just email, doesn't really matter. Audit accounts. So I would say do Instagram, right? So I will put Marian Viasano. This is my Instagram account. And then I'll also put YouTube if they allow me. It's the same. So Marian Viasano at YouTube. And then I'll put save. This is just, it kind of gives a little more juice to your brand, right? Like it's almost like a hub, and then everything ties back to this. About, this can be, let me show you real quick. If we go back to my about section in my personal page, in my personal brand page, you can find a couple different things. So in the about, I did something like this, where I just put essentially three things about me. So I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a digital marketer, and I'm also a keynote speaker. One of the things that I would put in here is I will put podcaster. So save, and then in the impressum. So for a while I didn't really know what to put in the impressum. This is it's like an extension of the about you, almost like a mini short one phrase story, right? So for example, mine says, Marian's rise to success did not come easily. When he came to America, it was a quite rough cultural adjustment for him. So I kind of create a little curiosity for people in here. As you can imagine, menu, it's not for me. I don't put menu in here because I'm not a restaurant. But if you are a restaurant owner, you definitely need to put this information in here. Now, story. This is like a lot of times, guys, I see big pages. They don't even add their own story in here. So story is super, super powerful because you have a really good amount of text that you can add in here. So for example, I would do something like, who am I, right? Like that's story, like who's Marian. So what I'll do is I'll just screenshot this to make it a little bit simpler, and I'll just add the photo by uploading a new one. And because I took a screenshot of that, I'll be able to just click on it, and somewhere around here you should be able to see it. There you go. And then hit open. And then in the what to say in the story part, right now I'm just gonna copy and paste what I have in here. So essentially it's your bio, a little bit of a longer version. What's cool about it, you can add links, you can add URLs, right? Like I say in here, subscribe now to the podcast, the community, which is a Facebook group, and then a couple other things. I send them to my training, I send them to my website, right? So, and then the photo, I always recommend doing something that brings more authority to your name, brings more credibility to the name. I do believe that's something really, really. Oh, I forgot to save it, but no problem because Facebook does the draft. So I'll hit publish. So once I hit publish, it's right here visible. Oh, this looks awkward. I did the screenshot a little bit too off. So let's do it again. Let's make it kind of equal. Both Russell Brunson and Todd Dickerson. So let's edit the story and then add a new photo in here. So let's remove the photo and then click it again. And then we'll upload the new photo. And then we'll hit open. And let's make sure now we hit save. So we'll publish the update. And then boom, now it looks good, right? So let's see what else we're missing in here before we start doing the profile photo. So we got a couple things. Number one, we also have the button. So for the button, you click on it and it asks you, what do you want them to do? Like people that come to your Facebook page, and if you don't have a website yet, if you don't have a page, or if you don't have a lead magnet or some sort of funnel, what you can do is you can just say, contact us, and then do send message. So for those of you guys that have no URL whatsoever, that's it. Like you hit, well, again, we haven't saved it, so we have to click finish. And then you got the send message right here. So you can test it, right? Like you can see what people are actually seeing when they click send message. So Facebook automatically puts a couple options in here. So people can actually click on this and they ask you, can you tell me more about yourself? Can I learn more about your background? Are you available to chat? Where are you located, right? So these are just basic things that Facebook allows your page or your viewers, people that view and they engage with your page, they want to send a message to you. So if you don't have a website, don't worry about it. You just put send message. People are able to message you. And one quick trick, a lot of people don't know, Facebook has a Facebook app. I'm going to just pull it on my screen in just a moment. Essentially is this white and orange with a flag. So it's not the regular Facebook profile app, it's the actual Facebook page app, where when people message you directly on the page, you are able to get those messages on your phone and then able to reply. How cool is that? Like, it's super powerful, and I'll highly recommend you guys are taking advantage of that, right? So we got a couple good things done already. So we got the website done. We have the button set up. We have the name, the category, the username set up. We have a couple other accounts merged into this one. Before we get into creating the actual profile photo and the banner, I would highly suggest you go here into the settings tab and go into the templates and tabs. And then you also hit this thing right here where it says add a tab. And I would highly suggest you do the shop. And if you have any more questions about the shop, below this video, I'll put a full 10-minute tutorial on how to create your shop, how to add products to your shop, how to promote the shop, and all that good stuff. But right now, let's go back to the Facebook page and let's focus on adding a profile photo and adding a nice little cover with a tool that I love and I use every single time. And it's called Canva. So just a regular profile photo, you'll just hit enter, and so we got this update button, and we have choose from photos, add frame, upload photo. Like at first, you won't have any other photo on the app, so you may need to go and scroll down a little bit until you find a photo that you like to use. Once you know the photo that you want to add for your Facebook profile, this is just a regular one that I created in Canva as well. So I'll show you how to do this. It says the photo is small and your profile picture will be less clear. Well, for now we have to save it because we don't have another one available. But let me show you, if you want to change, for example, the background on your Facebook profile and you don't know how, you come here. It's a tool that I use. It's called Canva. As you can see it right here, I got a template, right? So you can see, oh no, this is actually the photo itself. So we hit create a design. We hit this logo thing, even though we won't focus on creating a logo here, but you'll see in a second what I mean. So let's assume, as you can see in here, my wife is using my account to create her thumbnails. By the way, guys, I use this tool, canva.com, to create everything from YouTube thumbnails to YouTube channel banners and all kinds of other cool stuff. And by the way, if you want to learn how to create a YouTube channel art, below this video, I'll put in the description a full tutorial on how to use Canva to do just that. So let's find one photo with me. Let's see if I have one that it's a little bit kind of fresh. And I'll show you, right? Because a lot of times you want to create a nice looking profile photo, but you have the one, right? So for example, this one, it's one that I like a lot, but as you can see, it's a PNG where I'm cut from the thumbnail. So let's find the original one. So this is the original photo, right? Like as you can see, this was a photo shoot that I did. So I'm going to download the original. We're going to go to remove.bg. We're just going to drag and drop the photo. And in literally, 3 seconds, boom. This website, it's a completely free tool, remove.bg, and it just created, boom, it removed me from the background. So I'm going to hit download. I come back to Canva, right? I just upload myself again, so I'm going to delete this. And then I come up here, I add myself to the actual photo. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So maybe I can even do it a little bit bigger, even though it starts to get a little bit pixelated. But for the sake of this tutorial, do it like this, right? So one of the things that I can do is I can change the background if I want to. And of course,
right here, because I'll show you in depth researching other people on Fiverr and understanding
so I'll put
what
the
other
background
services
black.
you can create to start making
I'll
money
add myself
online.
to the, well, actually before that, I can crop it so it doesn't make my life harder. So I'll just zoom in now. And boom. And if you get to this place and you see, but my hair, it's actually not looking so well, I use another tool called Photopea. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Photopea.com. I'm just going to hit open. And I'm going to add the PNG that I removed the background from. And I come right here where it says layer. I say layer style and stroke. And then I put a white stroke around the whole body. I'll hit OK. And then I say export as PNG. I'll save it. I come back to Canva. And now, guess what? I'm going to have a nice looking photo with a little bit of a separation from the background. So usually I would do it only maybe seeing here that it's a little thick, like the whole border. I may do, because I did what? I think it was 3. So I would probably do just 1 or 2 because this one, it seems that it's pretty thick. But for the sake of this one, I'll just say Facebook profile. I download it. I download the photo. And then we go back to Facebook. And now let's update the actual profile. So we'll hit update, upload, go to downloads, and this one here. And then boom, now we have a really good looking, right? A really good looking Facebook profile photo. So we'll hit save. And then boom. Now we're all set for this one. So what I'll do next, it's the Facebook cover. So we'll come back to Canva. We'll hit right here, create a design. And we'll say we want a Facebook cover. And Facebook will give us a couple different options. And let's pick one that kind of, maybe this one, just to be a little more general. So let's say we come in here and we say Facebook. Let's make this one. Let's see if we can maybe change again. Boom, right? So we'll say digital marketer. And let's say we do maybe white, and this one maybe we do it a little bit gray for that matter. Let's see, maybe we do the text in black. This way it kind of stands out from, maybe we do it like this, and then we do marketed in white. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all. Right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, because this one actually doesn't look too bad. Now, usually what I would do is if I have the lead magnet available, like if I have the URL for this button, I would actually, when I come to this page, I would say something like digital marketing free training, right? And then I will put an arrow to go back to the actual button, almost the same way that I do if I go to my YouTube channel. So for example, I go to my YouTube channel and this one right here, I'll show you what I mean. See that I have these 2 arrows, that one says subscribe, the other one points people to the actual training. So I would do the same thing for the Facebook cover, but assuming that you guys don't have that, you don't have a page, you don't have a lead magnet, I would just leave it like this and just make it super clean, neat. One other thing that you can do is you can come to elements and add an actual border to this kind of second background, sort of say. And I could do this in, let's say, what color? Maybe something like this. Yeah, boom. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all. So I'll just hit download. Of course, you guys can spend a little more time to make it much cleaner, to add some branding to it if you want, right? And I'm just gonna hit upload photo. I come here and boom, right? And literally that's it. Our Facebook page, it's completely set up. We got a nice username. We got the name of it. We got a Facebook profile, Facebook cover. We got the button set up, the websites. We even have the Facebook shop. So, by the way, like I told you, in the description below, you'll be able to find a full tutorial on creating a Facebook shop. And guys, let me know in the comments if you like this tutorial, and don't go anywhere, because right here on my right, I'll put a full 20 minutes training on how to get your first 5,000 real Facebook followers. I'm not joking. These are not bots. These are real fans. So click the video coming up, and I can't wait to see you there.